The first time Lila saw the mirror, it was leaning against the dumpster behind Mr. Petrov's antique shop, its gilded frame scuffed but still glowing faintly under the streetlight. She wasn't even supposed to be there. Her shift at the diner had ended an hour ago, and she was definitely not in the habit of alleyway dumpster diving. Oh, but something about the way the glass caught the light, like it was breathing, made her stop. "Okay, weird," she muttered, wiping her greasy fingers on her apron before reaching out. The second her skin touched the frame, the mirror rippled like water. Lila jerked back, heart slamming against her ribs. What the actual... Then she saw herself, but not the Lila who'd been yelled at by 3 customers tonight for forgetting extra ketchup. This Lila stood taller, her diner uniform swapped for a sleek black dress, hair perfectly curled, eyes sharp with confidence. A tiny silver badge glinted on her chest. Head chef, Lucille. Lila's breath hitched. Le Ciel was the fanciest restaurant in the city, the kind where people waited months for reservations. And she was the chef? No way, she laughed, poking the glass. The reflection mimicked her, but then it winked. She dragged the mirror home, which took forever because the bus driver kept side-eyeing her, like she was smuggling a body. By the time she heaved it into her tiny apartment, her roommate, Marco, was halfway through a microwave burrito. "Dude, you stole a mirror?" he mumbled through a mouthful of beans. "It's magic," Lila insisted, spinning it toward him. Marco's reflection straightened instantly, his usual paint-splattered hoodie replaced by a crisp suit, his scruffy beard now neatly trimmed. Behind him, an art gallery buzzed with well-dressed admirers, a banner reading Marco Velis, Solo Exhibition in bold letters. Marco dropped his burrito. "What?" For weeks, they obsessed over it. Lila's reflection kept evolving. Sometimes she was a chef, sometimes a food critic, even a cookbook author.
Marco saw himself as a celebrated artist, a muralist for huge city projects, even bizarrely, a sculptor who only worked with melted cheese. "That's specific," Lila said.
But then things got weird. Lila started skipping shifts at the diner to stare into the mirror for hours. Marco stopped painting altogether. "Why bother?" he shrugged, gesturing at his reflections gallery. "It's already happening." The mirror's images grew grander, taunting. Lila's reflection now owned a chain of restaurants. Marco's art sold for millions. Meanwhile, reality was rotting. Dishes piled up in Lila's sink. Marco's canvases gathered dust. The breaking point came when Lila's boss fired her. She stormed home, tears burning her eyes, only to find Marco swinging a hammer at the mirror. "No!" She lunged, but it was too late. The glass cracked, a hairline split right down the middle. For a second, nothing happened. Then, slowly, the reflections changed. Lila's best self was still in a chef's coat, but now she was sweaty, flour in her hair, laughing in a small kitchen. A handwritten sign hung behind her. Lila's Cafe. No fancy title. No Michelin stars. Just her. Marco's reflection was hunched over a messy desk, painting a tiny canvas. His face lit up with joy. No gallery, no fame, just art. They stared at each other. "Oh," Marco said. Lila swallowed hard. It wasn't showing our best selves. It was showing our greediest ones. The next morning, Lila applied to culinary school. Marco bought new brushes. In the mirror, they shoved it back in the alley, but not before scratching "Don't be an idiot" into the frame. Somewhere, a new person picked it up, and the cycle began again.